This 1-minute prayer could change everything. Have you ever felt trapped in endless cycles of worry, bills piling up, and that nagging feeling that no matter how hard you try, prosperity always seems just out of reach? The good news is that there is a quiet and powerful path that can truly transform your reality. Prayer in secret. In just one night, by aligning your heart and mind, you can plant seeds of prosperity that will gradually manifest in your daily life, not through forced effort, but through faith, discipline, and gratitude. Imagine lying down to rest, knowing that every thought, every word, and every moment of sacred silence is aligned with your deepest purpose. This isn't magic, it's a structured practice of trust, letting go, and consciously visualizing abundance. With each secret prayer, you plant seeds that, if nurtured with discipline and gratitude, will grow and yield unexpected blessings. And the best part? This transformation doesn't require elaborate rituals or complicated formulas. With just a few focused minutes, your mind reprograms, your heart renews, and inner peace becomes fertile ground for prosperity. If you're ready to discover how to activate wealth, purpose, and fulfillment in just one night, stay with me. Let's dive into each step of this journey, starting with the most powerful prayer in secret. Sitting down to pray in secret is like planting a seed in fertile soil where no one is watching. It's in that quiet, hidden space away from curious eyes that your faith begins to blossom and prosperity becomes tangible. Try setting aside just 10 minutes before bed, closing your eyes, taking deep breaths, and directing thoughts of gratitude and intention toward what you want to see come to life. It's in secrecy that discipline becomes habit and trust grows stronger. Secret prayer doesn't require fancy words. What matters is sincerity and connection with your purpose. You can speak softly, or even silently in your mind, repeating affirmations that plant seeds of peace, prosperity, and vision for your life. Think of it as an intimate conversation with your higher self, where silence often speaks louder than any explanation or argument. Here's a practical tip: create a special corner for your prayers, with a candle or an object that symbolizes renewal. Every night you spend there, even just a few minutes, you're cultivating your own harvest of trust, faith, and discipline. Remember, true transformation begins in secret, and the next step will show you how to prepare your heart to receive it all. Before any prayer, it's essential to prepare your heart. Think of it as clearing the soil before planting seeds. Without a clean foundation, your harvest may be weak. Take deep breaths, set aside worries, and focus on positive emotions like gratitude, faith, and trust. Even if your mind wanders, gently bring it back to the present, remembering that every well-directed thought is a seed of prosperity. Practice small daily actions to strengthen your heart: a gesture of forgiveness, a word of love, or even a quiet moment with yourself. These habits act like fertilizer for your soul, preparing it to receive peace, purpose, and vision. Don't underestimate the power of these little acts. They build discipline and consistency along your spiritual journey. If you like, you can write down your intentions before praying. Putting on paper what you want to grow in your life helps solidify ideas and enhances the visualization of prosperity. With your heart prepared, you're ready for the next step: immersing yourself in sacred silence. Sacred silence is the moment when you disconnect from the outside world and dive deep into your own essence. It's in silence that faith strengthens, peace settles in, and your mind opens to answers that often only appear when you're still. Try a few minutes of conscious breathing before starting your prayer, letting each inhale bring confidence and each exhale release tension and anxiety. During this silence, visualize your life as a garden. Each positive thought is a seed, each emotion aligned with your purpose fertilizes the soil. It doesn't have to be complicated. Simply closing your eyes and focusing on the present is already powerful. Practicing daily, you create a habit of renewal and mental rest, essential for prosperity to manifest. Practical tip: choose soft music or nature sounds to help you enter this state. But remember, your focus should remain inward, cultivating detachment and trust. This silence sets the perfect groundwork for the next step: letting go and building trust. Letting go is like releasing balloons. The tighter you hold, the less they fly. For prosperity to work in your life, you need to trust that the universe or your own faith will take care of the rest. Think of each prayer as a seed. You plant it, water it with faith, and then watch without anxiety about immediate results. Trust is built daily, through discipline and small acts of courage. When things don't go as expected, remember there is a bigger plan, and every situation brings lessons. Simple exercises like repeating affirmations of faith or listing daily achievements help strengthen this mindset. Letting go doesn't mean inaction. It means aligning your actions with your purpose and leaving the results to the divine or the universe. This balance between effort and surrender prepares the way to cultivate gratitude, the next essential step on this journey. Gratitude is the light that transforms tiny seeds into abundant harvests. Begin each prayer by acknowledging the blessings already present in your life, from a smile to an unexpected opportunity. This practice activates feelings of peace and trust, strengthening your faith and creating fertile ground for prosperity. A simple exercise is to list mentally or in a journal 3 things you're grateful for before bed. This helps your mind focus on the positive, even on difficult days, and to see opportunities where previously there were only obstacles. Gratitude renews the heart and opens space to receive more, creating a virtuous cycle of abundance. Incorporating gratitude into your prayers ensures that every word carries positive energy. This practice prepares the emotional soil for forgiveness, the next step, clearing weights that block prosperity's harvest. Forgiveness is like releasing invisible chains that hold your heart captive. Holding grudges hinders faith, blocks trust, and prevents prosperity from flowing. Take a moment in your prayers to forgive yourself and others, even mentally, feeling the relief and lightness that comes with this choice. A practical exercise is to close your eyes and visualize the people or situations you need to forgive, sending thoughts of peace and detachment. Even briefly, this practice transforms your energy, creating space for prosperity and renewal. Forgiving isn't about forgetting or justifying, it's about freeing yourself. And in that freedom, you prepare to visualize prosperity, aligning your mind and heart with what you wish to manifest. Visualizing prosperity is like watching the trailer of the future you desire. Close your eyes and imagine details: the feeling of financial security, the joy of serving abundantly, and the peace that comes from seeing your efforts rewarded. The more vivid the image, the stronger the seed you plant during prayer. Practice daily, including feelings, sounds, and colors. Feel gratitude in advance, as if prosperity is already happening. This technique activates the law of attraction and strengthens the mental discipline needed to stay focused on your purpose. Remember, visualization doesn't replace action, but it prepares your emotional and spiritual soil. By imagining prosperity, you begin to align thoughts and behaviors so the harvest can manifest. The next step is aligning with your purpose, which gives meaning to the entire journey. Everything you plant needs a clear purpose. True prosperity is born when your actions and prayers are aligned with what you genuinely want to serve and contribute. Reflect: are your financial, personal, and spiritual goals connected to something greater than yourself? A practical exercise is to write your purpose in a short, clear sentence and keep it near your bed or prayer corner. Each time you pray, repeat it mentally. This reinforces discipline, vision, and trust in the path you've chosen. When heart and mind are aligned with purpose, every seed of prayer, gratitude, or forgiveness multiplies, creating a cycle of prosperity that doesn't rely solely on luck. The next step, mental reprogramming before sleep, will consolidate this transformation even further. Sleep is a magical moment to reprogram the mind. Before bed, practice short prayers focused on trust, detachment, and gratitude. Visualize your goals as already achieved, reinforcing faith and mental discipline. Practical tip: repeat affirmations like "I am worthy of prosperity and peace," or "Every seed I plant grows abundantly." This creates a strong mental foundation that influences your thoughts and actions the next day. By integrating prayer, silence, and visualization at this moment, you transform your mind into fertile soil, ready to receive prosperity. This prepares you for understanding prosperity as service, which connects abundance and contribution. True prosperity isn't just about accumulating, it's about service. Every act of generosity, stewardship, or helping others multiplies the seeds you've planted in prayer. Think of it this way: wealth and purpose go hand in hand when service is sincere. Practical: find small ways to serve daily, offer encouraging words, share knowledge, or donate time and resources. These actions strengthen gratitude, faith, and trust, and life tends to respond in abundance. Remember, prosperity isn't the end goal, it's a means to fulfill your purpose. Acting this way opens space for faith and action, the next step on this journey. Faith without action is like a garden without irrigation. The seed may be there, but it won't bloom. Combine prayer with concrete steps, even small ones, toward your goals. Each action, however simple, reinforces discipline, trust, and vision. Practical example: if you seek financial prosperity, organize your finances, set goals, and study ways to increase income. Prayer strengthens faith, but action turns potential into results. Integrating faith and action creates rhythm and consistency in life, preparing your mind and heart to understand the law of sowing and reaping, the next essential point. Everything you plant comes back multiplied, whether in material or spiritual realms. Every prayer, act of gratitude, forgiveness, or visualization is a seed that, if nurtured, will bear fruit. Understanding this law helps maintain trust and detachment while waiting for the harvest. Tip: track your actions and intentions, noting small changes and achievements. This strengthens discipline, faith, and vision, showing that harvest comes gradually and consistently. Internalizing this law helps you see that finances, relationships, and personal growth are direct results of the energy you invest. This concept leads to the next step: consecrated finances. Consecrating finances means managing resources with awareness, service, and gratitude. Every expense, investment, or saving becomes an act of stewardship and discipline, reinforcing prosperity. Practical example: set aside part of your income for donation or investment in something aligned with your purpose. This simple gesture transforms money into a tool for spiritual and material growth. Consecrated finances generate trust, detachment, and peace, allowing prosperity's energy to flow without blockages. Next, we focus on the vigilance of thought. The mind is the soil where seeds grow. Vigilance over thoughts is essential to stay focused on faith, gratitude, forgiveness, and prosperity. Whenever doubt, fear, or negativity arises, replace it with visualization, prayer, and trust. Practical: before bed or during moments of silence, ask yourself, is this thought bringing me closer to my harvest or pulling me away? Repeating this builds discipline and keeps your vision clear. When the mind is consciously monitored, every prayer becomes more effective, and prosperity manifests naturally. The final step of this journey is the sealing prayer. The sealing prayer closes the entire process. You seal intentions, gratitude, forgiveness, and purpose. It's like tying up a letter and sending it confidently to the universe. Pray with faith, awareness, and silence, knowing each seed planted will bloom. Practical: repeat your intentions mentally or softly aloud, visualize prosperity, and express thanks for the result already manifested. Include words of gratitude, discipline, and renewal to strengthen the seal. This final practice consolidates the connection between prayer, faith, service, and abundance. By performing it, you make space for rest and renewal, completing the cycle we began in the first step. Now that you've walked through each stage of this journey of prayer, silence, and visualization, it's time to reflect: how can you apply all of this in your life today? What seeds of faith, gratitude, forgiveness, and purpose are you ready to plant to reap prosperity, peace, and fulfillment? Consider the small steps you can start immediately, from a minute of silence to acts of service, and notice how they can transform your routine and open doors you didn't see before. Remember, true prosperity arises when we unite prayer, discipline, and action. It's not enough to simply wish. You must cultivate, trust, and detach from immediate results. Ask yourself, am I willing to tend to my seeds every day, even if the fruits take time to appear? Persistence and consistency are what turn intentions into abundant harvests. And to continue this journey of transformation, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications. Here, we explore together techniques of prayer, visualization, and discipline that can change your life, bringing more peace, purpose, and prosperity every day. May each night of prayer be an opportunity to plant, trust, and harvest the best that life has to offer.